there, welcome to the I Ching Cafe. My name is Belinda Dubston and it is fantastic. Thank you for being here with me for our weekly I Ching forecast for the 4th of August 2025. Yes, we are into August for real now, fully our first full weekly overview in the month. If you've not yet done so, go and check out the monthly overview, how we are working with dispersing energy and bringing things to conclusion. Okay, working well, our commitment to completion. All right, last week, we had that locked hexagram, hexagram 12, standstill, stoppage, hindrance, obstacle. How did you do? What happened? What was the obstacle that came into your life? Where did things come to a stop? And more importantly, did you think, peace and patience, peace and patience, this too shall change? Did that help you in any way dealing with the hindrance that came to bring us all an important lesson in acceptance and peace? And sometimes it is what it is. Okay, please do share a comment if anything came up for you. Right, our energy is shifting. I did promise you, I said, these things will flow. This too shall change. And this week we have a totally different flow of change to work with. So our first hexagram for this week is hexagram 50, the Cauldron. This hexagram is the symbol of a cast iron vessel, okay, a ceremonial vessel in ancient China. It was very ornately carved, okay, and had very particular ceremonial processes where the gods would be fed, okay, and then the tribe would be fed in order of their structure and society. But what it speaks about is a tool, an instrument of establishing something new, of cooking up something new, of putting in the ingredients, okay, letting it percolate, tending the fire underneath this cauldron, letting it percolate, letting it transform those ingredients. It's amazing how cooking does that. We start with always raw things and what comes out is this delicious meal, this beautiful stew. And so we feed the tribe, okay? We feed the gods, we feed the people, okay? And what this symbol gives us, it gives us a symbol of the transformation processes that we are going through, okay? We are, the meal, but also the thing that we are cooking up for others, all right? So I often see this symbol of the cauldron as our kind of magic we're making in life, right? We are putting in our skills and resources, whether it's in your workplace or in your home or your crafting or your spiritual practices, whatever it is, but we're kind of putting in these special sacred ingredients into the pot, and we're going through a ceremonial journey of them transforming and blending, the alchemy that happens in the pot, in the cauldron. And the magic, think of the witches, right? Throwing in the newt's eyes, right? We're throwing things into this cauldron and we're doing our incantations over it, and we are holding the space for it, and we're watching it and we're tending it. And what comes out is this beautiful magic that can help us. So I see this wonderful magical energy of this cauldron process that brings and sustains people around us, the flow of energy that comes to work with us because we are tending the cauldron and we are giving it what we need. There's a transformation journey that we are going through as we tend the cauldron, whatever that symbol is for you. And it's a way of, in a sense, because of the man-made nature of the cauldron, for us to see the structures, the things, the tools that we are making that are helping us get from A to B, all right? The skills and resources that we can put into the mix, that we can transform, and we can actually not just take something as it is, but actually create something. There's a creative, transformative, secret sauce that's happening in this pot, right, in this cauldron, that we can create and interact with. Okay, it's a creative energy that I often feel with this hexagram. One changing line in the first place. Now, with this hexagram, each of the changing line positions refer to different parts of the cauldron, different structural elements. Changing line 1 is right at the bottom. What is that? The little feet. Okay, and what the picture shows is the cauldron toppled over. Okay, the feet have kind of gone upside down. And it talks about, in order for us to really get into the magic that we can make, we have to clear out the old junk in the pot. Okay. Because if you try and create and put new things into this cauldron, and there's an old gunk from the last meal in there, everything can be at risk. So what we do is we clear out the pot before we begin again. So there's something here that in this week, what we're being tuned into is this creative process we're doing, this magical process we're doing, but there's something here we have to first clear out. Okay. I have a very good idea of what it is. I've got a backlog in admin, and I'm like trying to do new things, but I need to sort out these things first. Maybe this is the completion energy starting to really connect with us from the monthly, but I'm needing to clear out this pot because I can throw new things in it. That's easy for me to do, but it risks not working because I haven't done the prep work of making sure my instrument, my cauldron, is nice and clear and empty and ready for action. So that's what our focus is. There's a process here where we are going into this new energy. What we have to do is we have to do the work of clearing out the pot. And the work pays off because our outcome hexagram, our second flow of change this week to work with us, is hexagram 14, possession of greatness or possession of the great. So abundance, this is the abundance wealth hexagram, not just financial abundance, not just the harvest, but the wealth and the connections and the networks and the leverage and the opportunity to give back to others, like a real meal, like a spiritual food for other people. The opportunity is here through hexagram 14. It's one of my favorites. It's a blessing. It's an opportunity. It's some information, some resources, some help, maybe a gold bar coming to support us. And it's through this action of clearing out the cauldron, the structure that we are using to cook the feast. There's work that we have to do to clear it out in order to be ready. And if we do that, there's an opportunity for us to fill this pot with all these wonderful ingredients and to start cooking, okay, and to start transforming our ideas into an end product. We put raw things in, we go through a process, and out comes the meal. That is the transformation journey. So let's get cooking, let's get cleaning, let's take a little bit of time this week where we're wanting to move forward just to do some preparation of getting ready, clearing out the inbox, clearing out the structure, whatever it is, to get ready, prepare, and create a baseline, reset the datum, and then let's get cooking. Okay. Thank you so much for being here with me. I wish you a wonderful week. Please, if this was valuable to you, hit the like, the share, okay? Share it with someone who needs this information. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell or the follow button if you're on the podcast. And I look forward to seeing you very soon at our next weekly overview. Until then, take care.